Okay, so I drew my first piece of digital art on my computer. I downloaded Krita, which is a drawing program that works for Windows that you could get for free, and I decided to do my first piece of digital art. Well, I've done digital art before, but my first digital drawing. You see, I took a digital art class in college because I needed an art credit, and I made the decision sort of on a whim, but that's a digression. I mean, I do actually have a lot of art and drawing experience because I took a lot of drawing classes in high school, and so I learned some of the basics of drawing. Of course, I did my stuff on like paper and stuff because this was really before digital art. So, I learned to draw on paper, but I didn't do any work in any digital programs except Photoshop. But that wasn't drawing, that was like editing photos and processing. So when I took the digital art class in college, it was, downloading photos and merging them together and creating digital effects rather than drawing. So I do have some art experience from high school and college, but I've never drawn digitally. All my experience was either drawing on paper or using Photoshop for photo manipulation rather than drawing. So, anyway, as I was saying, I downloaded Krita, and the reason I decided not to make a video of me drawing this is that since I'm using this for the first time, I was just teaching myself how to use it. So, like, half the video would be me just fumbling over buttons and trying to figure out what does what, and pausing for like 2-minute stretches trying to think of which is the right button to use. But I think I've now worked with Krita enough to get the basics how to do a drawing, so I think I know enough so that I could just do a digital drawing video, and the delays of me trying to find the right button won't be so egregiously long. So again, as I was saying, I think I've taught myself enough of how to use Krita to just do basic drawing, as you can see here. Now, this drawing isn't very good because, again, I was teaching myself the basics and just using the drawing as a test sample, rather than intentionally trying to draw. I mean, the face is pretty good, but I drew the neck too thick and corresponding to the back of the head. But this is my first digital drawing, and I wanted to share it. So, as I was saying, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, the last thing I had to figure out was that you needed to save Krita separately in a different kind of file because it was just a Krita document. Which is good because you want it to be an actual Krita document so you could come back to it later and save all the layers and properly change and edit it if you want to. But if you want to, like, just have a plain picture, you have to intentionally separately save it as a JPEG, which I did. So I can use this image to create maybe the thumbnail of the video. So as you can see, I've got the basic picture here. So, yeah, eventually I'm going to have to get, like, a proper drawing tablet because I just made this picture with, like, my mouse or mouse pad rather than an actual tablet. I mean, my sister did lend me an old tablet, but I didn't use it yet because I was just trying to figure out how Krita worked. And also, it's not like a real proper tablet with a screen, it's just like one of those drawing pads, so even then, when I talked about getting a drawing tablet, I meant like a proper tablet with an actual screen. So that's it. I just wanted to make this video to basically share this picture, even though it's not perfect. There are flaws in it. And, I mean, it's also a very basic picture. Like, I haven't done any shading or anything, which I would like to get to. So hopefully I can make more actual drawing videos using the software, and I can upload those. So, yeah, that's it for the video. This was just a basic test drawing to see how, for me to learn how to use Krita and see what happens. So I didn't even bother using a drawing tablet, I just used the mouse pad for this one. Well, that's all. See you later, I guess.